Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to talk on a new strategy on how to catch spikes. Okay, in the previous video I taught you guys how to drive a trend in a place whereby you can only take 5 candles. Okay, but in this video we're gonna be taking series of spikes. Okay, so let's start with boom 500. This is boom 500. In order to take this trade, in order to take a trade using this strategy, the first condition is to consider is the zoom level. We are using the third zoom level by pinching out your chart 2 times. Okay, let me just show you guys an example. This is the last zoom level. When you do like this, 1 and 2, this is the zoom level we are using for this strategy. Okay, and the next thing you need to consider while trading this strategy is this window indicator 1 and this window indicator 2. Okay, so for this strategy to work effectively, this is how it works. Whenever you notice this line here, this blue line is this 10 level, and at the same time this moving average is here, it's this 10 level, me expecting a spike. Okay, but you're not gonna take a buying entry for boom. Okay, this condition were not fully made here. Our RSI is this 10 level, but this moving average doesn't hit this 10 level, so we're not gonna take this type of trade. Instead, we're gonna wait for another condition. This is where our condition will fully made. This RSI hits this 10 level, and this moving average is this 10 level. Okay, so before we can take any trade, we have to wait for at least 1 spike. Now I told you, whenever this line this 2 line this 10 level, you should be expecting a spike, but we're not gonna take any buying entry. So immediately you see 1 spike, you could take a buying entry. Let me just do a quick survey. Take a buying entry from this point. Okay, and let's check what happened next. After 3 candle, there's a spike. After another 2 candle from this point, another spike. You can exit this trade whenever you notice this moving average has gotten to this 50 level. You can take your profit after these 2 spikes, or you can wait if you have enough equity for this moving average to hit this 10 level. Let's just check what happened next. And eventually the moving average hits this 10 level. Okay, so that is that for boom. So let me check on another opportunity. Alright, this is okay. Our condition were not fully made here. You can see, you just have to be very careful when using this strategy. This RSI hit this 10 level, but our moving average doesn't hit the 10 level, so we're not gonna take this kind of entry. So we're gonna look for another opportunity. Alright, this is another opportunity, but something is happening here. Okay, whenever you see this moving average in between a spikes and a trend, that is a signal that the ranging market is coming, so you're not gonna take any trade in that moment. So let's check out. You can see what I'm talking about. The market just ranging, even though your condition were made here, and at the same time your second condition were made here. But if you know you still take this kind of trade, you're still gonna be in profit. Okay, because your 2 conditions were fully made to take this trade. Alright, so let me look for another clear opportunity. See the reason why I said you can take this kind of trade. You see the market is just ranging all along from this point to this point. Okay, so and eventually the market breaks up. So let's just check on opportunity. Okay, if you check this, your second condition when fully made, so you have to wait, let it meet very perfect. Okay, your condition were finally made and spikes happen. Let's say you take buying entry from this point, and obviously you don't know what's gonna happen next. Okay, so let's just hold on. And what happens next? After how many candles? 6 candles, it spikes. After another 3 candles, it spikes up. So you can take your profit whenever you notice this line has gotten to this 50 level. If you have enough equity, you can hold till the 90 level. Okay, so let's just check on another commodity. Crash 500. This is crash 500, and obviously we're waiting for spikes, and our condition were fully made. Our condition were made at this point, but let's say we took our selling entry at this point. Then let's check what happened next. Then after how many candles? After 5 candles, spikes. Another 4 candles, it spikes, spikes to the 10 level. Okay, so you can take your profit at this point. Okay, this is another opportunity here, but this one is not very clear. But as you can see, the market is in a downtrend, which is gonna contain a lot of spikes. This is crash 500, but let's look for an entry where our condition were fully made. This is where our condition were fully made. This is 1, and this is 2, and this is a spike. This space here is a spike, and let's see after the spikes you took a selling entry after the spikes. Then after 1 to 3 candle spikes, and the spikes, immediately after the spikes you can exit your trade because this line has gotten to the 50 level. But if you have enough equity, you can hold till the 10 level for crash. Again, this is where your exit point is supposed to be, these last spikes here. Alright, so let me check on boom 1000 on how the strategy is. As you can see, currently boom is in a downtrend. So if you take any entry at this point, you're likely to be in the false signal. You don't catch this type of entry whenever you notice this line is above the 50 level. When a huge spikes happen and breaks this 50 level, okay, you don't enter such a trade. Let me look for an opportunity. Okay, this is a clean opportunity, and let's say you take a buying opportunity at this point because your connection were made, but you don't know what's happening next. Okay, market later spikes after how many candles? After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11 candles. Some people equity is not big enough to hold such a trade. Okay, except you know how to reduce below the lowest lot size. Let's go back to our normal entry. This is where our entry is supposed to be, above these spikes, and after 3 candles the spikes happen. So you can you can take your profit at this point after these 1 spikes. Okay, but your uptrend just confirmed, which is a proof that you can hold these spikes to the 90 level, which is this point, these long spikes, and this point here. So let me check on crash 1000. Alright, this is crash 1000. Okay, you can see the market is in an uptrend. So let's check what's likely to happen. Then after these spikes, let's say we'll take our selling entry. Then let's check after 3 spikes, after 3 candles the spikes happen. After 3 candles another spikes happen. You can exit your trade above these spikes, and if you have enough equity you can hold till the spikes, which is this 10 level at this point and 10 level at this point. Alright, let me check for the last entry of the day before I give us the setup of the strategy. Now I told you cannot take this type of entry whenever you notice the huge spikes like this and it breaks this 50 level. You cannot enter such a trade. You have to look for another entry. This is another here. You don't enter such a trade. You can see after the huge spikes, it takes a lot of trend before it spikes again. You can't take such a trade. Alright, this is another one here. This is where your condition were finally made. After these spikes, you're gonna take a selling opportunity. Then after these four candle spikes, another 2 candle spikes, another 4 candle spikes, and this trend here has confirmed a downtrend, which is a proof that you can hold this trade till this 10 level. So let's check what happens next. Okay, uptrend, and eventually what happens next? One spikes, and it spikes till the eventually the 10 level. You can exit your trade. Alright, let me give us the setup for this strategy. The first indicator I'm having on my chart, it is the moving average period 150 shift 0. Method is exponential, apply to close. Star is 2 pixels, the color is blue. Then you click on done. So the first window, which is this range here, stochastic oscillator. In order to add a stochastic oscillator, you have to click on this main chart, this plus sign. Once you click on it, you go scroll down to oscillator. You click on oscillator. These are the parameters. I have the K period 1, the period 1, slow is 1. Okay, the price field is close/close. Method is simple. Mean is 1 pixel, the color is white. Signal is 1 pixel, the color is white. If you have black background color, make sure you change this color to black color like this. But I'm having white background on my chart, so I have to use the white color. And I have the levels. The levels are 10, 90, 50. If you are clicking on this plus sign, the levels are not adding. Just tap on this delete sign and tap on it again, then click on this plus sign, the levels is gonna add. So let me delete them back. Alright, so you go back and click on done. The moving average I'm having at this range is, I have the moving average period 150 0. Method is exponential, apply to close. Star is 2 pixels, the color is gold. When you're done with this, you click on done. I'm having another moving average, which is moving average period 2 shift 0. Method is exponential, apply to close. Star is 2 pixels, the color is gold. When you're done with this, you click on done. I'm having the third moving average, the period is 3 shift 0. Method is exponential, apply to close. The star is 2 pixels and the color is gold as well. And you click on done. And I'm having the last moving average there, which is period 4 shift 0. Method is exponential, apply to close. Star is 2 pixels and the color is purple. When you're done with this, you click on done. So we are done with this indicator window 1. So we are moving over to the indicator window 2. The indicator window 2, in order to add the indicator window 2, you have to click on this main chart again. Then you scroll down to relative strength index, which is this one here. So I have the period is 5, apply to close. Star is 3 pixels and I have the levels. So when you're done with this, you go back and click on done. I told you what to do. If you click on this plus sign, it's not adding. You just have to delete this and start adding them one after the other like this. Okay, so you go back and click on done. Alright, if you have done what I have said so far, your chart should look like this. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. If you find this content useful, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell, and as well, please leave a thumbs up for this video. Until next time, I wish you all good luck and good trading strategy.